You got any Mufasa moments for us?
Do you remember the time? We can't do that. Mufasa.
Remember. Mufasa moments, people, for those who may not know, are a bit that we do.
Nobody knows. We haven't done it.
Shut up. They didn't know that. It's the thing we do. We discuss something nostalgic. It brings joy or something to our lives. It's our Mufasa moment. It's a remember moment that we may discuss. Okay? So Mufasa moments.
My blood hurt on this chair though, for real.
It does. It's not a Mufasa moment, but I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think.
Remember back in the day in school, and you always feel like you need to bang on the desk and make some beats. I remember the one that was hard for me, that it took me a minute to learn. I had to practice it, was the grinding song.
Grinding.
Grinding. No. It was hard to get that extra beat, that do, because you're already on grinding. Like, it was hard. It took me a while. It took me about a week to learn that on my desk, to where I was able to show the boys that I too had the skills to bang on the desk and get that beat. Yeah, because I got a glass test, so I had to go down low to get the wooden leg.
Mm-hmm. But now, was this a common practice in these schools?
Did you not do it in yours?
We had one table where the Black people and Latinx and Asian people would congregate.
Congregate?
Yeah, congregate. I thought about that. I was like, conjugate.
I was like, conjugate sound like some nasty.
Right? That's what I was like, congeal.
Right. No, I know there's a word that has that thing in it, but it's a nasty word. It means a nasty
thing. Okay, because it felt wrong immediately.
So wait, so only the hood Black schools is out here banging on desks making beats?
I don't remember ever walking into the lunchroom waiting for first period hearing such.
I guess we learned something new about each other every day.
Indeed, indubitably.
It definitely was a common practice, and I was very proud to learn the beat.
Which is why you carry it on to this day. It is a culture.
Yeah, it's why I make the beats for my baby when he's dancing.
All the time. It's beautiful.
Thank you, friend.
I was going to say something about like the Spice Girls. That's my remember moment. And mostly based in the fact that I was always the only Black girl, so I was always Scary Spice. But I loved that. Like, I literally loved that. In fact, if there was any other Black girl, I would get salty about it, because now a decision has to be made.
Are you serious? You would get mad at the multiple Black girls because then they'd have to choose between who is going to be.
I was no longer a given. No. It was no longer just.
No.
Don't ask Natasha to come over here. I'm scary now. I'm scared.
Look at me.
Which, by the way, I still want to know why Scary Spice. Why Scary Spice was Scary Spice? I need to look into that.
Oh, because it's like, could be demeaning or something.
Yeah, I always wondered, because you got Baby Spice, Ginger Spice, Sporty Spice, and they all deal with their.
You kind of right. That's wrong. Damn.
I know.
Does she even know?
Bruh, that's what I'm gonna look up, because bruh, let me look it up, because now I got to know.
That's wrong.
I thought about that a while ago, but why was Scary Spice?
Like, just thinking about it for more than two. First, I'm like, man, we're being too sensitive, which we do, Black people. I admit, Black people, you get too sensitive too many times, lots of times. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's gonna be more in another episode, but sometimes y'all be wilding.
Okay, but think about it. It was all based on
Scary Spice. I literally thought about it for 2 more minutes. I'm like, that's wrong. There's nothing right with that.
Mel B explains where the nickname Scary Spice came from. Nearly 20 years ago, blah, 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 blah. And then there's Posh, who was Posh. So we understand. Because she was all prissy and whatnot and posh.
She still is.
It was actually a lazy journalist that couldn't be bothered to remember all of it. Oh, no.
What?
It was actually a lazy journalist that couldn't be bothered to remember all of our names, so he just gave us nicknames.
And they just kept it?
Oh, I'm mad. Call me insensitive if you want to. I'm mad. Oh, well, this. And we were like, oh, well, that kind of works. I don't mind my name. Do you like your name, baby posh? We were like, let's go with it. The lazy journalist was Peter Lorraine, who was editor of the British magazine. So why would you choose?
Maybe she would. No.
No, this is her saying. I'm very kind of in your face. I was
about to say it's probably her personality or something, like the way people be calling me Nork and be like, oh Nork, you Nork, Nork, you Nork. But that's still not right.
No, you go hard. That's it, because you go hard for your city.
Yeah. But if she was a little white girl who was all up in his face, would she just be Sporty Spice or just Ginger? Because Ginger was more scary than me.
Me too. And she was older. I was like, one of these things don't fit together.
Right.
One of these things are not like
white. When the white one come in, she Ginger, but the black one come in, she's scary. And in your face. Damn, this is supposed to be positive.
I know. I'm just, No,
it's fine. It's just our Mufasa moment. Right back to the
wrong. This is a lesson. This is a lesson. When you see something and you question it, research it. You may be surprised by the answer.
Dang.
I'm kind of upset. I'm
I ain't too, friend.
I can't even lie. I was so upset.
That's the Mufasa moment. Remember.
I wonder if they had said like sassy spice, if we would be, black and sassy, or
I'm gonna say it would be sassy or something. It's all wrong. They always thought of black women.
But they all based on physical attributes. Yes. Everybody based, like Sporty was like, she probably, like the things that she wore. I'm just trying to think, how scary is a physical attribute?
I'm saying if he felt that the little black girl who was all up in his face with her personality was scary. But the little white girl with the red hair who's all up in his face is Ginger, because she redheaded. It just ain't no way to make that better, friends.
I'm gonna rename her now. I'm gonna rename her now, and I don't know what.
No, don't even take the time. If she don't feel it to rename herself, we ain't got the time. We got too many other fights to fight. I remember when I was a kid. I actually was a kid in the toy store. My mother said I embarrassed the crap out of her, but she was proud of me years later. But she thought about it. In the toy store, you know how in toy stores they always had that bin full of dolls or something, like in the middle of the aisles. They have that in your suburban doll stores, toy store. Did you have that in your suburban Toys R Us before? I think we were late and we not.
I'm sorry, you said baby dolls in bins?
Dolls, toys, like in the big old kind of gated like bins in the middle of the aisles that you could just dig in and pull out a toy. And the aisles of Toys R Us, or where all your things on shelves. Anyway, so in my Toys R Us, they were on shelves, and they were like little affordable sale items, kind of the way the DVDs are thrown in the bin at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So I would look through those things and throw the dolls around, like, why is there no black dolls in here?
Because representation matters.
Mm-hmm. I had no clue. So apparently I was a child, a revolutionary child at the time. But I was also, again, like you were, even amidst my family, I was always the black doll in the group. I was always the black Bratz doll. I was always the black Barbie doll, because I was the darkest in the group. And I was always the Ken's dolls because my voice could go lower than my peers.
It's a little deep.
Just a little. It could go a little lower. I had the ability. So that is my experience with things like girl groups. I was always the dark skin. I was always the Kelly, and Barbie doll areas, I was always the man as well as the
Oh,
black version.
in TLC, which one did you all? Which TLC member did you take to? Because I'll tell you my favorite, who I always was. And let me
Nobody.
guess.
It was
Wait,
all
let me
like,
guess. Let me guess. Let me guess.
What's the face? You don't even know their names.
Yeah, of course I do. T-Boss, Chili, and Left Eye. I said TLC. Huh? There. Listen, TLC, Destiny's Child. TLC, Destiny's Child. In my book. In my book.
I might have to agree with that, friend.
Bruh.
I can honestly say I didn't think any of them at the time. We wasn't really because they all were kind of on the light side. The most I could think I might have been like was Chili until she showed up in Usher's video and her hair was like yours after a rainstorm, and I was like, that ain't me.
You don't have to look like them though, because here's my thing.
That was the thing. That was what made me feel validated to choose them. Like I felt I picked the dark-skinned girl in 3LW, and I don't even remember any of their songs, but because she was the darkest one, and I was always either the only black one or the darkest one in the group, that's why I always related to them. It wasn't until I was older where I stopped looking at necessarily the skin color, and not too much older, like 11 to 15, 16. I stopped looking at the skin color and started looking at the other attributes, like the fact that, and it's always stuff I was put down for a while that I kind of like owned as my own, you know, like when I had a darker skin tone, I owned the dolls that were black or whatever, or darker, or the singers that were darker. When I was in school, and then I was looked at for being too skinny, because all the girls in the hood, you want to have big butts and breasts, and I was literally a stick. So then I started kind of relating to and taking on the characters that I loved, artists that I loved, like Sierra was my boo, Aaliyah was my boo, because they were both really skinny girls who could dance and who were cool. And that was who I felt I was. So it was like whatever I was put down for in the world, I literally looked for where I could see myself, and then I took ownership of it.
I'll say I can't really relate only because I just, whoever I was drawn to, because my favorite in TLC, and I always had to be T-Boss.
Really? She isn't talked about enough, I don't think.
Hello? And T-Boss is so cool. Like, she's so swaggy. It's amazing. Like, she is the originator of, like, the swaggy woman. Like, come on. Like, her voice, the way she would just look in your eyes. Like, Chili, to me, she was too, like,
prissy,
boy crazy, and, like, oh, you know. But T-Boss was like, Tim, I know I'm cool. like I love that persona. Like, and Left Eye, of course, was just, you know, she was crazy and cool, but T-Boss was just like cool, like literally cool. That was cool, sexy, crazy, sexy, cool. Like, she was cool. Like, I love T-Boss. I love
it, Lisa. That's excellent. I love the different perspective, you know?
Right?
Go ahead, girl.
On my side, it was like whoever was black, that's the only person that I like was able to play in when I was younger. And then when I got older, it wasn't really so much that, it was just
who related to you, who impressed you, who you felt like.
Exactly, the persona you put out. And
I can see that too. Thinking about your personality and you, I can really see that.
That's what I'm saying. Chili too, she like all in the clouds talking about boys and whatnot, like, girl. But T-Boss was like, I was like, yes, be that, do that,
be that, do that.
And Left Eye was a little too crazy for me, just a little bit, but she was cool though too. But yeah, I always had
a good woman who tried to get the help she needed.
Yeah. But like crazy in a cool way, like crazy, like she was like, ha. I was like, I can't be there with you, girl, but
I can't be there with you.
Can't be there with you, but this cool one, I got that. I like it.
Yes, friend.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, that was uplifting in, but that was our Mufasa moments, y'all.
Yes.
That's our girl group. Hope you liked it. Hope you liked it. If I were you, I would subscribe.
Subscribe.
Click it now.
Click it now.
Subscribe to me.
Subscribe to me.
And share it now. Share it to your friends. Share it now. Oh, I beseech you to subscribe and share it now.
Share it now.